Alrighty, welcome back to another weekly episode. Every Sunday, we're going to be here. I'm going to say something that I want you to take exactly for what this sentence is. Do not look more into it. Do not apply any other opinions on this. Um, my kids have never watched Miss Rachel. They don't know who she is. That's not me saying that I think you're a bad mom if you do. That's not me saying that I think kids are not as good as mine because they watch Miss Rachel. No, because it gets twisted when I say things like this, which is why I avoid it. But I want to share my opinion because I've never heard anyone talk about this, and it's kind of fascinating to me. This is nothing against Miss Rachel. From what I've seen of her, she actually is, I can tell she's really good. She's a good person, right? She has good intentions, and I think what she's doing for the babies of the world is great. But the thing that I can't get past is she's not doing anything that I can't do. She's not doing rocket science out here. She's saying, Mama, Dada, welcome back, say A, B, C. Like, it's literally things that I feel like I need to do as the parent. As the mom specifically, I don't want anyone taking my role. I understand that like people will say, my kid learns so many words from Miss Rachel. Like, I get it. And I think that's great. Like, I think that's way better than like Cocomelon or whatever the hell. But the thing is, I want to teach my kid that. Why would I put that on the TV for someone else to teach it? I just don't really understand. I feel like I'm missing something here. Like, why are we all so fascinated with what she's doing? Like, she's literally like speaking baby talk, something that every adult can do. She's like not teaching anything more than like a preschool level. I'm just confused. I'm confused. I think I'm missing the point. I want to teach my baby the ABCs. I want my baby to light up when I walk in the room, not when freaking Miss Rachel comes on the TV. So, and most importantly, yeah, she teaches babies words. She teaches them a lot, right? But I think that for me, the most important part of teaching a baby words and music and letters and numbers is the human connection, right? So the TV is teaching your baby, not a human. Even though it's a human on the TV, they're not getting the in real life human connection experience, which is one of the main reasons why it's so important to teach your baby is to interact. The back and forth humanness of it is taken away when Miss Rachel teaches it. So that is another reason why I don't want Rose watching Miss Rachel. It feels like almost like futuristic AI, like robots teaching babies, and like, so I really hope people don't take this the wrong way. Please don't think I think you're a bad mom or like anything. No. If I thought that, I would have no friends in real life that are moms because I like who wants to be around someone that's judging? Like, you know what I mean? Trust me. I know Miss Rachel's she's for the people. I know that. I was thinking real hard like how can I improve myself as a mom? And I came up with a strategy here that I think other parents can use and I'm currently using. I'm going to be using it this week. Use it with me if you want. Think about the times where your kids are getting along. Your kid took a full nap. Everyone got a full night's sleep. Everyone ate their food. Everyone's playing quietly and everything's going right. Think about the type of parent you are. Think about how you feel. Think about how you act when everything's just going right for you. Think about how you treat your kid. Think about how you feel. Take that energy, channel it to when everything's falling apart. Because the thing about being a parent is it's so easy when everything's going right. And it's so easy to have patience when your kid is listening and everyone got a full night's sleep. But really, the only time your patience matters is when everything is falling apart, when you're exhausted, when your kid is exhausted, when they're not listening. That is when you need to apply the patience. That's actually the only time you need it, and it's the only time that matters. And it's kind of like when, and this drives me crazy, like when people say, oh, I'm sober, I'm not drinking, I haven't drank in a month, but I have a wedding this weekend, so I'm gonna like, obviously I'm gonna drink then. It's like, no, the only time that it matters is when it's challenged, when it's hard, when it requires effort. That is really the only time you're actually doing anything, you're making any progress, is when it's hard to be sober, when it's hard to be patient, when it's hard to be happy, when it's hard to be positive. That is when you apply it the most. So next time you're exhausted because your baby was up all night and now they had a blowout and your kids are fighting and everything's going wrong, don't use that as an excuse to lose patience. Don't use that as an excuse to not be positive because that's actually a reason to apply positivity and patience. Being patient when everything's going right doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to apply the same energy that I give when everything's going right, when everything's going wrong. And it seems to be working. Anyways, so yeah, the holidays are upon us, right? And it's caught me in some serious scenarios here because I have struggling relationships throughout my family, each having their own issues. And it's like such a weird time, especially when you have kids. Because like I for one don't like my kids around people who don't like me. That's a whole problem on its own. And so I've decided that's not happening. And it feels like everyone around me thinks it's ridiculous. But then I made a video one time, and like 99% of the comments are like, no, we don't do that either. Like, that's ridiculous. But in real life, people make you feel ridiculous for it. And I just, I feel like I'm going crazy out here because the holidays puts me in a position that, like, I feel like I'm forced to be around people that I don't even fucking like, and they don't even like me, and like I don't even think they give a shit about my kids, honestly. I don't even know. So it's like driving me crazy. I just feel like I had to put that out there because I know other people must feel the same way, and it's just like I feel like I'm alone. And if you're in the same boat as me, please tell me, because I genuinely feel like I am being problematic here. Like, I want to go into detail about this, but the thing, okay, this is another thing that bothers me, is sometimes I get this comment and it's like, this is so sad that you show everything about your life. Like, you shouldn't be sharing everything about your life. And it's like, the thing about being a TikToker, at least for me, I have to be comfortable with people thinking they know everything about my life, because there's literally so much I don't share, like about me, Jay, Roshan, on purpose, because that's not, information everyone needs to know. But I can't point out the things people don't know, and I can't point out things people think they know, but they don't actually know, because that would encourage people to go find that information, or it would just be telling people more information. You know what I mean? There's, like, if you look at my TikTok the past year, there is literally so many things that happened that you would never in 1 million years guess, because I didn't share it. And that's another thing. It's like, I people compare my life to theirs when I'm not sharing 90% of it with you guys. And it's not because I'm trying to hide anything. It's because I have two kids and I need to respect their privacy, and I also need to take into consideration they're gonna see these videos. So whatever I don't want them knowing, I can't share with millions of people. Before you compare your life to mine and your kids to mine, just know that it is not even close to everything that you see on here. There's so much more, and I wish I could. If I didn't have kids, I would air it all out. I don't give a shit, but I care so much about them and their privacy, and this is just the way it has to be. I'm running out of time, but thank you so much for listening. If there's any specific topics, please tell me so I can talk about next Sunday. If it's juicy, please leave it below. I love getting juicy on here.